Well, the atonement is more than just something to help us at the end of this life or in the next. It's for us right here and right now. BYU professor Brad Wilcox has written 2 books that address this topic, The Continuous Atonement and The Continuous Conversion. And he joins us now to talk about what he's learned. So glad you're here.
Thanks.
And we often hear people talking about applying the atonement, accepting the atonement, using it, receiving it. How do we do that?
Well, see, it is like a gift. It does need to be received. And I think the answer is in the first principles and ordinances of the gospel. We receive the atonement as we exercise faith, as we have a faith strong enough to help us make changes, as we make covenants so that we're relying on God's power and not just willpower, and as we feel the sanctifying power of the Holy Ghost, as we make efforts to endure to the end. I think that that is the way that we apply the atonement on a daily, regular basis.
But really going about applying it, I mean, we're going to need it our whole lives.
Yes. You know, a college student said to me, I know the atonement's there, but my goal is to never use it.
Oh.
And I thought, well, you know, I see what she's saying, because she's thinking about, you know, sin, and I don't want to sin, but she's not realizing that the atonement's not just about forgiveness, it's about change, it's about improvement, transformation. I told her, I said, that sounds a lot like saying, I'm going to go on a cross-country trip, and I know the gas station's there, but my goal is to never use it.
Never fill up.
I said, no, as we make covenants, it's a matter of us saying, okay, we're going to keep going on this journey. And God is saying, okay, I'll fill your tank. And I think that that's the perspective that allows us to really see the atonement in its full purpose, not just its singular purpose of forgiveness, but its fuller purpose of helping us on this journey.
And you've seen a lot of examples of change, how it transforms people.
I think a lot of people do. I mean, you look around you, and some people say, oh, men won't change. You know, we can't change. And sometimes after a bad experience, you even hear people say, see, you can't change. You can't change. But I think we've got to remember that alone, we can't change. But with God, we can change. And we've got to realize that time reveals someone's true colors, but time plus the Spirit, plus the power of the atonement can change someone's true colors. And we really can see those changes. I've seen them in my own family.
And really, it's a lifelong journey. It's something you work on your whole life, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes on. And that's why people can't get discouraged. They can't say, oh, well, I just want to give up. You know, because everybody says, oh, the expectations are just too high. I just want to quit. Yeah. And we've got to realize that it's not a matter of being perfect. It's a matter of being perfected.
Got it. And what do you think, what would Christ have us do? You know, we're obviously going to be discouraged and lonely and sinning sometimes and needing to go to him in more than just prayer. What does it take? What would he want us to do?
Yeah, I think we always feel that discouragement. And I think what we've got to realize is that Christ would say to us the same thing we would say to a child who's practicing piano or who's practicing basketball shots. If a kid misses a shot, he doesn't need a critic. He needs a coach. And I think Christ is willing to coach us, he's willing to mentor us, he's willing to help us in that journey. And when we realize we're not alone, then we can keep trying, we can keep shooting, we can keep practicing.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Brad. If you are interested in his book, The Continuous Conversion, we have 3 copies to give away on our Facebook page at Mormon Times TV.